All right, we are live. Let's go. What is up, everybody? Let's go into a match here. I hope that everyone is having a great day so far. All right, let's just do a 10-minute just to get the stream kicked off here. How's everyone doing? Okay, we'll meet that with D5 here. Okay, I'll just mirror them for now. What's up, Panda? All right, we are looking good here, guys. Let's bring the knight out. W Spain, today's Argentina money line. Probably true. What's up, Chess Mania? What's up, Zella? How much do you stream in a day? Lately we've been doing like 2-3 hour streams per day. Obviously, like sometimes like I have stuff going on that like conflicts in some way. What's up, Rahul Gambit? But what's up, Jack? But yeah, we usually shoot for like 2-3.5 hour-ish streams per day. Sometimes we go longer. Like if I have a stream that's just like doing insanely well, I'll keep it going for like 4 or 5 hours longer even. Thanks for the rose, Guto. So yeah, just kind of depends sometimes. Your Panda? Okay, okay. Let's bring this night out. What do you guys think about the new stream name? Just thought of it myself. making the making the stream for today. You also stream sometimes, but not regularly. Cool, cool. Yeah, streaming is fun. That's awesome. Doesn't need to be something you do all the time. It can just be for fun, right? Trying to remove this bishop here so we can take the pawn in the center. Nice title. You like it? Yeah, dude. Yeah. All right. Let's go pawn here. We have checks maybe, or maybe we just put the queen on c7 and attack this pawn twice. Thinking about doing it full time since you lost your job. I mean, like, how old are you? Like, what's like the plan? You know what I mean? What do you recommend to learn? Tipsy Toads on the Road says, what do you recommend to learn openings? Just watching videos, or is there a certain thing that really helps? Um, Honestly, the best way to get good at openings is just playing a lot of games. There's so many different openings that people can play against you, and there's so many different responses that it's impossible to memorize it all like through like it's hard to explain, but if you just like play enough games, you'll start to like recognize the different traps and patterns and openings and really start to understand it. But yeah, I mean if you want to watch some videos to learn a couple basic openings, that's good, but um I would just recommend volume, honestly. What's up, Jigglypuff? 2300 chess.com rating? That's pretty impressive, man. That's pretty impressive. Okay, so if we take here, does my knight have a square to go to? I don't think so. So, like, if we went here and they took, we would have issues. Because this knight would be hit, it would have no squares to move to. So I think our knight might just need to go back to where it came from, or it could hop forward to this square. I just don't think I mean, I guess we can go here and then here. Queen can't come here. Okay, so what if I go here and they take and we take? I guess we can always come back to b6. What if I go here and they push? I guess we still hop in. Okay, this is kind of a weird one, but let's go for it. What's up, Macho Man? Guys, we're gonna be streaming until the football match today. So until around 3 o'clock EST. Is Stonewall's white and Karo Khan is black solid for 300 rating games? Honestly, I'm not a big fan of either of those openings, and here's the reason why. Those openings are very pawn heavy. And for beginners, I want you to focus on getting all of your minor pieces out and, coordinating your pieces, playing complex games, attacking your opponent. Those openings aren't great for that. So I would actually recommend switching it up. That's just my opinion. Do you know Colo Grivy? No, I don't. I don't know who that is. Ariane asks, can we play? No. So I do viewer tournaments on Sundays. So just click follow, come back on Sunday. So I was thinking we could take and they would take and we'd fork. But if we take and they take back with the queen, we go here. Yeah, it just doesn't really work. We could go here, trying to get to this square, though. Forking the bishop and king. That's really tempting, because the bishop will guide it. I think this is the move, honestly. This is such a weird game already. But yeah, the idea is we have a check. There's tactics where we take here with the bishop. Yeah, let's play this check. Oh, or we could just go back and grab a free pawn. Let's just grab the free pawn, hit the queen. Maybe we can even go back to where we came from. Let's see what they play here. Very nice start to this game. Would love to win game 1. I look like Colo Grivy. Let's check out the celebrity. He's a Russian theater actor. What do you guys think? Do I look like this guy? I don't know, bro. What do you guys think? Okay, let's bring... We could go queen here and just attack this pawn twice. I think that... Yeah, let's go for this. I also want to keep my position flexible. I'm still considering castling long here, actually. So, this would allow me to have a quick long castle here. Kinda. Absolutely not a lookalike. What's the verdict here? A little bit? Stalin says 78% yes. I feel like coming from Stalin, that's a reputable source since he's Russian. Do I look like this guy? That's literally you, bro. What? Hey, have fun at sailing camp, bro. That sounds lit. Mid key. What does mid key mean? I'm thinking about playing knight here and rerouting this way. If I go knight here, and they go pawn here. Well, I don't probably want to play pawn here because then they lose their castling rights. Interesting. Okay, let's go for it. The idea is we want to play this check or play bishop here. Like if they castled right now, we could play bishop here and skewer the queen to the rook. You kind of have a Russian accent? What are you talking about, dude? I'm literally from Philadelphia, dude. How do I have a Russian accent? What openings are best for developing your minor pieces? There's so I can't narrow that down for you. There's like a million. So if we take, they would probably play knight takes, and my knight would be hit. I don't really want to go back though, because then they play knight takes, pawn takes, queen takes. This is tough. I feel like okay, let's go back this way. We've just played like 80 million knight moves in a row. My idea is we'll go here and then we can come back to this square. We're just spamming knight moves this game. Someone said queen to e3, brilliant. Bro, the bishop would take. If I go here, the queen doesn't have to recapture. Okay, they're hitting my queen here. We could actually push. Oh, that's super interesting. We could push and then put the knight here. And then we can castle to get another rook behind this pawn. And it's just a passed pawn on move 20. This looks nice. Italian maybe for developing minor pieces. Yeah, that's good. Knight here, it's the queen. I don't see a clear follow-up though. Let's actually just play this castle. And then we can move the queen out of the way. Like maybe knight here, queen here, and then we try to push this pawn again. Now the one drawback here is my light squared bishop is very trapped in. If we can trade this bishop off for like a knight, that could be a good play. Can we play? No, we do viewer tournaments on Sunday. Click that follow button. Come back on Sunday. Let's go knight here. Attack the queen. Okay. There's no takes yet. The issue is we can't push this pawn like we wanted to, I guess. And the other thing to point out is that he castled the opposite direction of us. I'm thinking about playing queen back, getting out of this pin and trying to take this pawn, but then this pawn would fall. I actually think our best play here is probably just to get our rooks doubled. If queen takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, pawn takes, I think that's fine. Let's just get our rooks doubled. We could also play something like f5 in the future. Oh, that's a good move. Let's go here. Well, if I go here, there's this fork. Oh, we'd play rook takes. Ah, this is not good, guys. Good move. Let's go here, I guess. Or here? Is here better? Let's go here. I think we're going to have to sack the exchange. No matter what, so. So if I take rook here, queen takes, that is probably worth it. This is getting super sloppy, guys. This is getting super sloppy. I mean, check, rook takes, pawn takes, queen takes. But then they take this pawn. I guess we don't have to take this knight back anymore. We could just slide over, but then rook here, and we're just getting... No. No, we gotta take this. We simply must take this. We are dropping this pawn, though. This pawn was kind of like our key piece here. And then the other issue is after this takes, I don't know how I defend this knight. Because there's no squares it can move to here. So I might need to like sack the knight also. Maybe I should have taken this pawn so the knight has this square. Somehow. This is going to get super tough. Bishop takes. Wait, but if... Oh no, bishop takes push. Oh, it's... I don't even know. I don't even know, dude. I guess there's push, right? If I push, there's rook takes, pawn takes, queen, though. Queen, I guess queen here is also a move. If bishop takes, check, queen takes pawn. If I go here and rook here, we would take. There's also pawn here, but then there's still rook takes, pawn takes. Okay, let's go queen here. I don't want to lose on time. This is a super complicated game, though. This is one of those games where you kind of want, you know, more than, 10 minutes. Raid says 14. Yeah, guys, yesterday we got raided by Botez live. That was actually crazy. Oh, wait, we've got queen takes bishop. Queen takes and then check. Queen takes. Oh, it's a check. Oh my gosh. Ew. Wait a second. Ew. What? Ew. Ew. What's the delay on this stream? A couple seconds. Oh my gosh, I'm winning. What a combination. There's this fork next. Okay, they don't miss that. Yo, what a combo to start the stream, guys. Let's go. Now we just push these pawns, make a nice solid base. Bring the king in, bring the rook in. This rook hasn't moved all game, but... Okay, they're about to trap my bishop. I guess we have this square. I'd rather go here, though, and let my bishop come out this way. Never mind, is a chat from YouTube or something? Yeah, so I multi-stream on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. Twitch, like, is, like, I guess, like, the highest priority, but I read chat on all my streams. But yeah, for whatever reason, it's just, like, a big thing to, like, you know, build the Twitch up, you know? Honestly, like, I think Twitch is just best for, like, viewer experience. Like, if you guys are watching somewhere else and, like, watch my streams every day, you should hop into my Twitch stream. Like, it's just, like, the most fun place to watch, and, like, you know, it's a different experience than watching on, like, a vertical live stream, you know? Do you teach one-on-one? Yes, I do. Check out my bio on my TikTok. Garrett, it looks like you're number 2. Okay, they're bringing the rook in. I think they want to double the rooks and go after this pawn. But I think we just have knight back, so, you know, it's kind of whatever. Let's go rook here. Like, if they go rook here, we just go knight back. A minute 20 left on the clock, though, guys. Let's make sure that we don't take too long on the clock as we think here. Let's go here and get ready to check. I want to start to infiltrate a bit more. And there's no takes. Like, obviously, we can't take back with this pawn, but we can just take back with this pawn. Let's go here. Knight here, and then we take this pawn on f3. This is going to be super hard for white to defend. This is going to be super annoying. Because this rook is not easily kicked off this third rank. Like, we can just slide over here, for example. And now we've got knight checks coming in as well. We're also hitting this pawn. I mean, white's position is going to fall apart because the knight and bishop is just so much better than the rook. Like, even as the rook pair, you know. Because you just have an extra piece. And if you can coordinate your pieces well, that's, you know, enough. Now, if you can't coordinate your pieces well, that's when it sometimes gets a little bit tricky, but yeah, this is very resignable for white. Got plenty of time here. What's up, YQ Yams? Just came from TikTok. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. We're just going to clean up all these pawns here. There's nothing white can do. So, let's take. The rook can sit on this open file. We could also just bring the knight over here. It doesn't really matter. Let's offer a rook trade. Just trying to simplify the position. You know, nothing really matters at this point. Just the only thing that matters is in 50 seconds we get this done. What's up, Dark Knight? Little simplification tactic here. They don't fall for it, though. This fork would win the rook right now. Sneaky bishop versus nightmare. I'll take. I mean, it's just so unnecessary to be playing this out, in my opinion. Okay, let's just make a queen. We probably should have taken with check here first. That probably would have been more accurate. Let's grab this pawn. Check, then knight takes. If he takes, we check like this. Let's close this out here, guys. Get a win on game 1 of the stream. It looks like I'm going to win on time, which is honestly a little bit unsatisfying, but yeah, just mate in 2. King here, queen check, king here, and queen checkmate. 2 brilliant moves. Let's go check it out. Here, I'm going to give you my email for lessons, okay? Just reach out. Just say you're interested in lessons. You don't need to give any more information than that. I'll send over my rates and whatnot. Let's go check out these brilliants, guys. Game 1 of the stream, bro. Game 1 of the stream. Here's our first brilliant. We sack the rook for the knight. The reason for this is if we leave this knight to hang around, let's say we played king here. They would play rook here. My queen would have to move, and then they just... I mean, I'm assuming they would just infiltrate at some point. Like rook here, and they would just get in. It's just too... I'm just allowing too much. This is my second brilliant, guys. This is where we won the game. So we sacked the queen for the bishop, hitting the king and the queen. So like, let's say if the king moved, we would just take a free queen. So they must take back, and then we fork, and then we win this back, and then we're threatening another fork, and we are just completely winning the game here. Very nice 2 tactics there to win that game. Let's get into the next one. So guys, we're going to be streaming today all the way up until the World Cup match starts at 3 o'clock. So I'm probably going to end stream at around 2:50, just so I can turn my TV on and grab some snacks. And yeah, we're probably just going to be mostly playing Rapid today. I want to grind my elo back up into the 2100s. Hey, thank you, Rich. Thank you, Marco, for the follows. Appreciate you guys. Let's push. Which is stronger, a knight or a bishop? So the easiest way to explain it is in cramped positions, the knight is better because it can jump over things, it can maneuver around these little cracks and crevices. And in open positions, the bishop is better because it can fly around the board, quickly hit a lot of different things. So, you know, as the game progresses, the bishop slowly becomes more powerful than the knight. But at the start of the game, when there's a lot of material on the board, you'll often feel like the knight is better. So 50-50? Exactly. That's why they both have the same amount of piece value. But at certain points of the game, it just makes more sense to have the bishop pair or the knight pair. It really just depends on the position. So right now, if I go here, they would take this with check. If I take, they take, and then we're getting messed up, right? So we need to move the queen probably to this square, I'm assuming. And then we kick the knight away. Do you have a favorite piece in chess? Not really, to be honest. Not really. If I take and they check us, is that really the end of the world? We just probably play king f8. I mean, you don't love that, I guess. We could take, but then they would take back. Okay, so taking isn't really an option. Bishop back. They would probably push. But then we would just take the knight. Bishop back, takes. Looks good. Let's go for this variation. If you guys are new here and enjoying the stream, don't forget to click that follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, that subscribe button. Garrett the OG says, I love you. I love you too, buddy. What's up? Nepo said the bishop is stronger. Yeah, but the thing is, like, I'm significantly better at Nepo than at chess. So it's not really like, you know, like I wouldn't really take advice from him compared to myself, if that makes sense. Let's go here. We're maintaining an eye on this pawn, and we're also hitting this pawn now. And if the knight moves, we've got the bishop and the queen coordinating onto this pawn as well. Okay, it's probably time to castle here. Then we could play bishop takes, pawn takes, queen takes, and win a pawn. Line up on this pawn. So the knight probably has to move, but how does it move? Because we just take here. So I guess the queen has to come play defense. Yeah, this is a mistake from white here. Now queen takes. Now we're lining up on this pawn twice. They can't take here. So I think we win. Well, I guess we don't win this pawn because the knight and the queen both hit it. But they're going to have to play something like rook here. Maybe I'll play something like rook here. I mean, this is super uncomfortable for white. The threat now is rook takes, knight takes, queen check. Or I guess they'd play queen recaptures, though. So we probably want to double our rooks here. There's also, like, we can just take this pawn. Because it can't get recaptured. You know, this is an interesting move. But if I go here, then they check and I lose my queen. Okay, we need to be careful. Okay, let's go here with the threat of rotating the rook over or just doubling the rooks and applying pressure. A lot of people agree that the bishop's the stronger piece. Well, again, like, what's your YouTube? My YouTube is just High Variance YT. Same as my TikTok name. You can just search up High Variance Chess. It's pretty easy to find. Bishop takes, rook takes. Okay, queen takes, rook takes. There's also this queen here idea now. Trying to take this. If I go here, takes, take. Okay, let's go for it. Oh, thank you for the park the bus, Robert Foker. Appreciate it. Okay, he steps forward. He's understanding that, you know, I wanted to take here. So bishop takes, rook. Okay, rook takes, knight takes. Let's get our rooks doubled like we'd planned on. Doubling the rooks in the open file. Nice little middle game strategy here. Yeah, I would say, like, if you had to give the edge to one piece between the knight and bishop, I think it does make sense to say that the bishop is the slightly stronger piece. But it's just not black and white like that. Okay, so I'm thinking queen here, pinning the knight to the queen could be good. And then you're also kind of threatening this check as well. Yeah, let's go for that. That looks nice. So if this knight were to move, we could just take the queen. We could maybe apply some pressure like this, push this pawn, rook here. Lots of nice ways to apply pressure. I could see them pushing here. I'd probably go here then and pin the knight to the rook. Thanks for the 100, Quizlow. Hey, shout out Woodrow for being on a 7-stream watch streak on Twitch. Let's go, buddy. Let's go. So yeah, guys, we're going to be streaming today until around 2:45 EST for the big football match. Can everyone put in chat, who do you have winning, England or Argentina? I'm curious. So we could just grab this pawn now. If the knight ever moves, we just take the queen with check, so there's no real threat here from the white pieces. No reason to think too long on that. We are just up a pawn in an endgame now with the bishop versus the knight. And hopefully I can show you guys why a bishop is better than a knight in an endgame. Okay, let's start by kicking this knight away. I want my rook to have a nice clear line of vision here. And I don't see any good forward or even sideways moves for this knight. If he goes back here, he gets checked. Yeah, he doesn't want to do that. Okay, let's go. Let's go here. And my idea is we can solidify with this pawn, or we can take and check and pick up these pawns. Okay, so here, is there any fork? We just need to look out for forks, basically, at this point. So I think just here. Okay, wait. If we go here, is there knight here hitting the rook and the pawn? Here, knight here. Rook here. Knight takes. Rook here. Knight back. Okay, that looks like that loses a pawn. We might need to just go bishop back, but then they would take here anyway. Okay, it looks like we're losing a little bit of material here. Just one pawn. Yeah, they're going to play it right away as well. Okay, maybe knight takes and rook here, and we hit this pawn twice. What makes more sense? Okay, knight here, rook here. Oh, wait, that would trap... Would that trap the knight? Knight here, rook here. It's almost trapped. That pawn is maybe not takeable for white here. Now we go this way and line up twice on this pawn. I'm assuming they just push it forward. Okay, I think it's time to get our king active now. Again, we're just going to keep on scanning for forks with that knight. And as long as we don't get forked, we should be able to win this. Tipsy Toad says Argentina money line. That's fair. What state are you from? What's that accent? I'm from Philadelphia. So Pennsylvania. I think we can just push here. Kick the knight back. If they go here, I might just want to play the bishop backwards, to be honest. Okay, that's not what they go for, though. Let's continue bringing the king in. I kind of want to take this open file with the rook, though. Let's go for this. This seems better. Just trying to create progress. These positions aren't, like, exactly easy to convert up that one pawn. You kind of have to look at where the imbalance is. Like, we've got this passed pawn here. Like, this is the pawn that we need to push. So eventually this bishop needs to move out of the way. Let's take... Okay, if we take, the knight gets to hop in. I don't think I want that. Let's push and freeze these pawns on dark squares that our bishop could potentially attack in the future. Microplastic bottle, not optimal. Bruh. I've seen a lot of people saying Argentina. There's a couple Englands in there, though. There's a couple Englands. Shane Gillis State. True. True. A lot of cool people from Pennsylvania. If you guys like Jordan Peele from Key and Peele, he's also from Philly. A lot of people. We could go rook here, threatening this check. I feel like that's pretty reasonable, honestly. I wonder if they play rook here and just trade. No. Rook here and here going for a rook trade, maybe. I think we maybe just do bishop back, though. I don't know if I want to trade my bishop off right now like that. Let's take a step back. Well, if we go back and they go king here, I guess we just escape this way. This is kind of not ideal, though, to be honest. But now our bishop's out of the way, we can start trying to push these pawns. So, like, rook here and just get pushing, maybe. Thank you, High, for the hundreds. What time is it where I'm from? You can just do exclamation point time, I think. Exclamation point time, exclamation point weather. Whatever you want to see, bro. Okay, let's continue with our plan here. Kobe was from Philly. Yeah, actually, I went to the neighboring high school to the high school that Kobe went to. Like, obviously not at the same time. I'm only 23 years old, but yeah. So Kobe went to a high school called Lower Marion High School, and I grew up 5 minutes down the road from there. It's like one of the suburbs that's close to Philly. And then I lived in the city for a while. Okay. I'm thinking rook here, then rook here, or we can just come all the way back in a rounds. Just kind of taking a slow, methodical approach to this endgame here. I think they probably want to bring the knight around like this, so playing rook here would stop that plan from happening. You went to high school before Kobe? Yeah, dude, I'm like 50 years old. Jace said, my mom let me skip obedience class today, so I'm here to hate watch. What? Okay, let's continue with our plan here. We need to make sure this knight can never move and check our king. As long as that's the case. This is going to kind of cramp cramp white. We could play check, for example. Knight takes, pawn takes would also be a check. King here, and just trade everything off. I don't think I want to go for that, but yeah. But for example, I couldn't play like king here. Now we can, I guess. Now we can because the knight can move and the rook doesn't hit my rook. I should probably make sure that I keep an eye on the clock here as well. I'm getting a little bit low. I'm thinking bishop back and then we push. It's probably time to get moving. Okay, let's take that. Let's just take that. I mean, that pawn is kind of weak, right? Thinking we just go rook back, rook here, and just keep that pawn safe for now. I feel like my approach has been maybe a little bit too passive here, and I'm getting punished for it. Let's go rook here. I'm looking at like maybe king here, bishop check, skewering if it becomes possible. The knight kind of lacks forward moves because I would just take it with the bishop. And then also maybe push this pawn so the bishop could defend it in the future. Let's go here and here. Just keeping an eye on this pawn, of course. Every TikTok chatter needs obedience class. Holy, bro. Do you go to college? No, I graduated in May of 2025. So I'm a little bit out of college at this point. If I go here, they go here. I don't love that. Let's go this way. No. I feel like I don't have a good move here. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. If rook here, I'm going to go rook here. Maybe we were supposed to just... I'm just trying to figure out how to coordinate my pieces here. This is kind of difficult. I'm not really sure like what the best way to do this is, to be honest. Let's go here. Maybe we push. It's just hard to get moving. I mean, they can't get moving either. The king can't really come in. The knight can't really come in. Okay, let's push now. Okay. Now the rook has to move. I want to go here and here or something. They're not letting me. Let's go here. Oh, now the knight can hop in. That was a bad move. Surprised they didn't just go straight for it. Let's go here. I don't want to get knight checked. We got to speed up here, guys. We got to speed up here. Oh, they're hitting that pawn twice. If they take here, I push. And I'm cutting the rook off from the knight. Maybe the rook should have gone here to threaten this check and try to get around this way. Super complicated. Kind of difficult to see who's winning this game. Like check, bishop takes. Oh, but if he takes with the... Okay, if he takes with the rook, we've got this check. I'm checking him no matter what, my next move. Let's see what he plays. Then we just swing back. Yeah, this is... I think this is drawn. It's tough. It's honestly tough to see if it's drawn or losing for me. Okay, he's definitely there in time. I don't think we can seriously consider a rook trade at this point in time. Let's drive the king away. If they block with the rook, we'll just go rook here. 28 seconds left. That's not a lot of time. I want to play king here. Wait, they've got no way to defend this pawn. They messed up. See, now I feel like I'm winning again. This is crazy. Can I convert this in 20? I'm winning. This pawn is hanging also. I messed it up. I should have just taken the pawn. I mean, we just shuffle now. That's a shame. Oh, check, Alex. What are you doing? I have to shuffle. I mean, takes. I need like a rook trade. Here. Got him. Oh my gosh, dude. We had to lock in there. I thought I was going to get flagged. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was crazy. I literally missed. I missed back. Okay, I'll show you guys really quickly where I missed. Like, firstly, it's drawn. Okay, firstly, it's drawn, but I should have just taken here. I should have just taken here. They would have gone check here and here, and there's just no way for me to make progress here. I don't think. Right? It's just drawn. So, like, they would go here and just like play checks from behind. But yeah, guys, we maybe had some winning chances there, but we ended up getting the draw. GG's. If you guys are new here and enjoying the stream, don't forget to click that follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, that subscribe button. Let's hop into the next one. Okay, I usually don't accept the gambit here. The knight out. Bishop here. Oh, we just hit 500 followers on Twitch. Let's go. Do exclamation point YouTube or YT Woodrow or Dark Knight. I mean, sorry, read the wrong username there. Bishop back. Knight here. Hey, thank you for the bits before RT. Appreciate it. Let's go queen here. Maybe we can push through the center. If I push, yeah, we've got enough pieces defending. Let's go for it. Trying to push again, honestly. But I don't think they're going to allow that. Playing against X-Ray Power here from France. Do you play subscribers? Yeah, we do viewer tournaments on Sundays. Usually Sunday night. We're probably going to kick off at around 7 or 8 EST this Sunday. So yeah, just click that subscribe button. Come back then. But yeah, we keep it to once a week, so it's like a fun event. And we don't like overdo it. No one wants to watch a stream that's just only viewer games every single stream, I don't think. They want to see you grind your own thing. But yeah, viewer tournaments are a lot of fun. I'm considering increasing the amount of them to twice a week, but it's just like easy. Like Sunday night, like everyone always remembers. We usually have over 100 people join. It's kind of a blast usually. Let's go knight here. I'm trying to bait them into pushing. Yeah. And then we'll push a3. So our opponent's king is still in the center here. So I'm looking to exploit that by pushing through the center. Let's start with knight here, and then we're going to play f4, f5. Okay, they finally get out of the way. Do I need to adjust my strategy with that? I'm not sure. I don't think so, though. The issue is like the pin that'll occur. Okay, let's get our king out of the way of this queen. So that way this f-pawn can move without fear of any tactics. For example, if we played this right now, they would have takes and my pawn can't recapture because of this pin. Stake. Okay, let's go for it. This is going to be the counterplay that we create. If they want to take, they'll actually be fixing our pawn structure, and I'll probably just play g4 as well. Let's go. Let's go here. If they want to trade, they can. I'm going to play knight here next, and then queen here. Okay. Looks like they want to take over this open file. That's very reasonable. I'm still going to go with queen here. I want to keep an eye on this pawn, so if they go rook here, it doesn't come with this threat. This is not a great position, though. I'm not going to lie. So I guess they want to bring the queen in somehow as well here. So my knight gets trapped if I play knight here. This knight gets trapped. It'll have no squares after this move. Actually, no, because the queen supports. Okay. If he pushes, we have takes, and knight takes. And if the bishop takes, we have queen takes. So yeah, we're gonna try and get f5 in here maybe next. So if we take, they take, and this pawn is gonna be about to promote. That's interesting. Okay, but they're also just threatening this, and I can't really do anything about it. So let's at least take the material. I think we start with queen here. Or we go here. Kind of a toss-up. Or we could go rook here. They push. Queen here. Wow, this is tough. There's also knight here, I guess. Just trying to trap the rook. Looks like knight here, push. Queen here, we'd lose the knight. Knight here, push. Queen here. If I go here, I think they're going to sack their knight and just push these two pawns. Okay, we need the knight to stay here. This is really not ideal, guys. Okay, let's go queen here with the idea that we're blocking this pawn from pushing forward and maybe facilitating this push, like pawn takes, queen takes, and then we have a big attack. Now, I believe they do have this push, though, trapping my knight. I don't think they're going to think about that, though. Now I can't push because the bishop is covering. Well, I guess we can push. Because we've got the knight here as well. Let's remove the recapture. All right, guys, let's win this one. Come on. Let's win this one. Asher says, "What happens to your girlfriend?" We're still together. She just hasn't been able to make it on stream in a while. I think we're gonna do it soon, though. Let's go knight or queen here, and then we could move the knight and just line up pressure on this pawn. Push. I mean, this is still a huge threat, though, guys. So let's say we push. They would play knight takes or queen takes and be fine. I don't think pushing this is viable. We could go knight here, but then we don't actually have a threat. Knight here, they would just take. This is a great defensive move. I'm also considering queen here, I guess, but the queen will always keep that knight safe, and then they can just start pushing. Not so easy to find a good move here. I guess there's knight here, and then queen backwards, hitting the rook and this pawn, but again, it's a little sus. I don't want to play a passive move like rook backwards. Okay, you know what? Let's go for this move. I think if we play knight here, there's a lot of threats. Okay, so let's say we trade. And then rook back. They would go rook here and pick my pawn up, and we'd have no counterplay. I don't think that's an option. Let's go queen backwards. And hit the rook, and hit this pawn, and we're still hitting this pawn. Knight here, maybe? I mean, there's no way to defend this at this point. Surprised they didn't go rook here and go after this pawn. I guess that makes sense though, because my queen guards it. So knight here, knight here. I mean, this is all super not good, guys. Maybe rook here. I don't like that. Okay, we'll go for this. Maybe the knight can even come back this way and add a second attacker to this pawn. Start to get back on defense. When's the last stream your girlfriend came? It's probably been a couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks, something like that. There's also maybe like queen here and then knight takes. No, that doesn't work. Queen here, knight takes, queen would just recapture. Knight takes, king takes, that doesn't do anything. Gosh, I'm not feeling inspired by this position right now. Okay, let's go knight back. I'm going to try and take this pawn, and then maybe we'll have a pass pawn of our own to push just to create some counterplay. If they push... Okay, the threat is rook here. So knight here could be good, and then they can't push. And we're hitting the rook, and our queen defends this pawn. That feels like the best move. When you think, do you think 2 moves ahead of finding an attack? Yeah, I mean, a lot more than 2 moves sometimes. I'm going to go rook here. Maybe even knight here. Just to, like, stop them from doubling up. I think that, like, something like queen here and queen here is probably lethal. The knight's coming in as well now. We could maneuver our queen arounds. Like here, knight here, queen here. And then we move the knight. They're also threatening... No, they're not threatening to take. We take back with knight. Okay. Let's go here and then here. Thanks for the stars, Lily Serpent. Oh, what's up? What's up, Chelsea Delphine? How's it going? Do you ever do puzzles? I used to do a ton of puzzles, but I haven't in forever, honestly. I think I went through too big of a puzzle phase and I got bored. So if I go queen here, check, king here. I think we're pretty much just vibing at that point. Okay, queen here, takes, knight here, rook takes, and then I think we're pretty much chilling. I mean, chilling's a strong word, but maybe it's holdable. I'm expecting this move, though. The check doesn't do much. We just get out of the way. They could check and then start, like, trying to pick up these pawns, I guess. Okay. If I go knight here, there's queen takes rook now. Oh, I totally missed that. That's painful. That is painful. Wow, it feels like we can't get untangled here. I don't see any sack ideas. If we go queen back, rook takes, that's probably best. Rook here, queen here. No, because if they take, they're hitting this pawn twice. Oh my gosh. This is like not good. We're gonna need to somehow... Is there a knight here? Rook takes. We could sack the knight. Maybe sacking the... Yeah, I think sacking the knight is unfortunately needed. So rook takes will take. That is super unfortunate. They kind of left us with no option. We're now 5 minutes on the clock, too. Ew. Ew. Does checking do anything for us? I don't think so. This pawn needs to get defended, too. Queen back is the only thing I see. Where we keep that defended and we keep that defended, basically. Check here. I mean, okay, we can't trade rooks like that. We definitely can't do that. Let's go around this way. If we take, they just get the same pass pawn again, and we're just back to square one. We sacked the knight for nothing if we do that. How early do you wake up? I get up, honestly, I get up at like 8 probably. And then I just, get moving. Get moving with the content. Let's get back here. I wonder if we could go rook here and just start pushing our own pawn. Just don't think, I mean, rook here, push, takes, rook takes, and then we just try and infiltrate. What's up, Alex Peraza? What's up, Samanto? How's it going, guys? But yeah, we're trying to keep an eye on two things at once. Our queen is kind of overextended, maybe. There's probably tactics related to that. If they go queen back here, we got to bring our king back. So we keep these two defenders on that pawn. But yeah, so check, king here. The check is useless. I still think this move is going to happen at some point for me. I would also like to target this pawn, which is kind of loose. Maybe like rook here. So like check, king here, rook back, targeting this pawn. Or even like rook here, targeting this pawn. Opponent thinking for a while here. Do you have a favorite chess player? Dude, Magnus is the GOAT. That's my guy. That is my guy. Okay, they're attacking this pawn twice again. I mean, like I said, we have to keep this defended. I don't want it. Queen trade. Oh, that's a great move. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. I've got an idea. Check, and then we go after this knight, I think. Oh, it just nothing works. They're gonna play check here. Check here. We don't go to the corner. We don't want the knight to fork us. Oh my god, they can sack the queen. Oh no, they can't. It doesn't work. Here. I mean, like, if I can play queen takes pawn and they can't find a mate, maybe we're gonna have something. It's also like... That is a good move again. This is so bad. I think they can trade queens now. 30 seconds left is not enough either. Like, there's just no way that's enough time. Okay, I'm predicting this move, though. I think there's enough sketchiness going on over here. Okay, they don't. Okay, I know we're probably getting mated, but I'm going all in. Check. Okay. GG's, buddy. It might be over. Nah. All right, we take an L there. We're at 2 wins, 1 loss on the stream now. I believe 2 wins, 1 loss. Oh no, we've got a win, a loss, and a draw now. All right, let's play an E4 game this time. Thanks for the gold coin, Haviz. Appreciate it. If you guys are new here and enjoying the stream, don't forget to click that follow button, or if you're watching on YouTube, that subscribe button. Appreciate you guys. Let's go here, giving our bishop space to drop back if they start launching these pawns forward. It's a pretty common bishop trap idea here. Let's go knight here now. Just playing the Vienna game. Hey, Danny says, brand new to chess, and this is the best way I found to learn, so thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. Let's drop this bishop back here. What's your favorite opening? The bomb cloud. So if we push, bishop takes, queen takes, knight takes, knight takes. We might be losing a pawn there. Okay, let's start by capturing with the bishop. That bishop is essentially going there to die anyway. If they go bishop back, we got to get out of this pin somehow. I mean, we're fine for right now, but I think my knight was supposed to actually go to e2 in this opening. So that is why we are dealing with a pin now. My bishop is too far away to help out with the pin. We could go for rook here and here maybe, but then the bishop just comes. See, the thing is, we don't want to just move out of the pin because then they take and they open our king up. So I'm actually just going to kick this bishop all the way back. And then queen here, and I want to push in the center. They're pushing a lot of pawns on the queen side of the board. So we'll push in the center and the king side. Just trying to take space. Let's go rook here. Because right now they've got these two defenders on this square. So I need two attackers. Okay, let's make sure everything's good to go, and then we'll push. And ideally push again. Do I stream on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube? Yes, yeah. We've only been streaming to TikTok and Twitch for around a month now. It was just YouTube for a while. And then, yeah, I just, I wanted to start expanding my streams a bit. Because it was going really good on YouTube, so. Okay, so they decide to capture. Rook here. Now we have a semi-open D file. It just means that there's only one pawn on it. So right now we've got 3 defenders against their 2 attackers here. So I don't need to address that, but I am worried about them pushing. Because we wouldn't be able to recapture because of this pin here. We could push another pawn, but that'll make our dark squares really weak in front of our king. Kind of want to keep at least one pawn back. There's queen here getting out of the pin and starting to eye up this pawn on f7. Could also try to push and come in this way. Rook here. Push. Yeah, okay. I think we need to get our queen out of the way of this this pin here. What piece on the chessboard do you think is the weakest? The king, I guess. I don't know. Okay, interesting. I mean, again, if this bishop ever moves, we're crashing in, so. We could sack the rook. Just to have, like, an insanely powerful bishop. It's kind of a fun idea. Or, like, knight even. I don't think we have to, though, so I'm not going to. Let's go rook here, rook here. And the thing is, now my bishop gets trapped in. Okay, we can start with knight here now. That is good. Or here, adding a second attacker. Okay, wait, hold on. We've got options. I need to think about this. Because knight here, we add a second attacker to this pawn. They can't play rook here. They can't play rook here. They'd have to play knight back. Okay, this is a good move. This is a good move. There's also still, like, threats related to this if black isn't careful. And we have this, too. I think we're slowly building up here. Yeah, see, they can't take there. This is what we were just talking about this. This is not good. Because, okay, we check and then we fork. Bishop check, we're in trouble because our queen is under fire, but yeah. Check. And then this is a knight fork, right? Because we're hitting the bishop and we're hitting the rook. And it's defended by our rook. Okay, but like this move. Okay, maybe it's not so simple. Okay, but if we lead with the rook, there's no threats, really. Let's just lead with the rook and just grab a free pawn. I think something like this could make sense, trying to infiltrate, hitting this pawn. I'd probably start by kicking the bishop away, and then we'd address it. I also want to get my bishop out. I'm worried about it getting locked into jail here. Yeah, okay, they go for it. So we could play queen back, just accepting a queen trade and doubling our pawns for a bit of king safety. What is best here? Rook here is interesting. There's also rook takes knight. Maybe we should just see if we're getting checkmated or not, and then we'll go from there. So if we take this knight, takes, how do I defend this square from mate? We'd have to push, but then they would check us, and they'd have perpetual. Is there any other options? I don't see the bishop getting in at all. So I think we do need to defend against this. We could push, but again, then they would take, we would take, and then they would have perpetual. So I think queen here is our only move that doesn't end in a forced draw. So let's go for it. Let's go for it. Smothered checkmate? Oh, okay, wait, hold on. So you're saying if knight takes... Hold on, let's go back a couple moves here. You're saying if I played knight takes... and they went for rook here... we'd play check, rook takes, and then we'd have smothered mate. Oh, that is a great find. That is a great find. Unfortunately, I do not read chat for moves, guys. That is cheating. So we don't do that. We don't do that. But that's a fun find. Okay, so currently we're hitting this knight. That's like the immediate threat. If I move this rook, we do have a fork. Let's start with maybe this. There's also rook here. There's also rook here. Okay, let's start with... If we go here and they go here, though, we don't really have much. Oh, we do, though. They have back rank issues. So we go here, hitting the rook, and then we go like rook here or rook here, trying to set up a back rank trick. It just depends on what they play. If they go like here, that's kind of flat. I don't think that's going to lead to anything. In that case, I'd probably just go here and attack this pawn. But yeah, we do want to get this bishop out in a second here as well. 4 minutes for 7.5. Another game where I'm losing on the clock, but I'm trying to explain all my moves, make this fun, so it's all good. Okay, I'm going to not think about this for too long. This is a kind of clear best move here. But yeah, we need to get this bishop out. I don't know where, though. Like, maybe even just forward. I don't know. Okay, we drop a pawn. Oh, if I go here and they push this pawn, that is evil. Okay, we can't allow that. Okay, let's go bishop backwards, maybe. Or we could take. This is uncomfortable now. Bishop back, bishop takes, rook takes. There's like tactics. Okay, I think we take first, then bishop back. Or bishop, or pawn forward? Let's go here. And then rook here, maybe. Rook here. Yeah, I think this is fine. This is, again, it's a little bit more passive than I want to be playing in this type of position, but I want to get my rook here, but his knight is blocking us. But yeah, like rook here. Yeah. Okay. Hitting this pawn. We could go knight back here. That feels like a clear move, to be honest. I guess we'd go back here. I mean, the knight here defends both of the pawns. Yeah, I would like to play bishop back maybe at some point as well. See how it develops. I think doubling the rooks in this open file is also a good idea. I'm kind of now worried about this move. I guess we just go bishop back and we're skewering, though. Here, bishop here. Okay, I think we got to move this knight. Let's go here. Knight takes, rook takes. Bishop takes, rook takes pawn. So it's a trade of equal material. One thing I'm kind of also aware of is, like, I've got these weaknesses on my light squares, and they still have their light squared bishop. So I'm probably... Oh! Okay, I didn't expect that. Let's take. I guess because they can take this now. But we're setting up a fork here. We could also fork right away. Fork. Bishop out. Takes. No, we'll just take back the bishop. Okay, so now we've got a bit of a pawn disadvantage. Okay, so we could just fork. Fork. Rook takes. Knight takes. It's kind of... We could also just take. Let's just take and then fork. Because they've got no way to defend this pawn except for with the king. And then I could do something like... you know what's tough about this position? Oh, wait, no. We're hitting the rook. Okay, so they have to go here. We're going to win a pawn. What's tough about this position is just, like, my bishop just sucks. Like, if I take, they go check here. And then rook here. Or rook here, and my bishop is trapped. So I can't even... Oh, my bishop is just trapped, period. Knight here. Uh-oh. If we go king here, rook here, bishop here. Here, rook here. Okay, if we start moving the bishop now... No, then they just check. Rook here and here would just trap the bishop. I'm just going to hope they don't find it. That is so unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. What's up, GG Cycle? Let's just start pushing our pass pawn. I mean, there's no other option, right? We're just going to have to try and promote this thing, but this is just, like, pretty lost at this point. All right, we got to move the knight out of the way here. There's also, like, checkmating ideas, low-key. I'm just going to push. Let's just push. Let's just go. If I go here, they just go here. So we have to go here, promote, and then push. But then they just bring the checks and we're lost. So I think we're just one tempo away here. Can we throw in it? No. That's the key move here. Yep. No, dude. Oh, that's so bad. Oh my gosh. I can't win. I can't win. Anyway, if you guys are enjoying the stream, don't forget to click that follow button, or if you're watching on YouTube, that subscribe button. Let's get into the next game here. Bro, who won the World Cup? It's really hard to say. It's not going to be Argentina. They're just so... That team. They just find a way to win. They just find a way to win. Like, some teams are good teams and some teams are just winners, you know? Okay, I mean, if they want to kick this bishop all the way out, like, we'll just take his bishop, so. Yeah, we'll just take it. And then we'll push. Oh, okay, wait a second. I don't see this a lot. So we'll play, like, rook here and then, like, bishop check. Oh, we want the knight. We want the knight a bit more progressed as well. Okay, let's play rook here now, though. We want the knight here for tactics, I guess. So checking doesn't really make sense now. Okay, let's just go for an immediate c5 here. Trying to play c4. I mean, I think at this point, like, we have decent compensation for that lost pawn. I think that's why people don't normally play into this line, but... Yeah, I mean, maybe it is a free pawn. Maybe they'll hold that. I don't know. Spain has great defense, but FIFA will give it to Messi again. Too much corruption. Yeah, dude. Too much corruption. That's funny. Honestly, like the VAR has been weird this World Cup. I think it's been weird for everyone though. Okay, this is a take with check. Then our knight gets to hop in. Like it's hard to say if it's corruption. Like, because the thing is, like, you take this referee who's literally like from the middle of nowhere, right? They're from like literally like some tiny country because like, you know, they want representation from all countries in the World Cup from the refereeing. I get that. It's cool. And then they just see fucking Lionel Messi walk past them and, you know, fall over, you know. Like, do you understand how like mentally difficult that probably is? Like not to be like, "Oh, dude, like Messi fell over." Like, you know, it's probably a foul. Like, right? I don't know. That's how I see it at least. It's like you can try and say that there's no bias there, but like how can you not have bias? Um it's like I want to castle, but we're just castling into so much chaos. I'm just gonna rip it though. And then our knight also like gains, you know, our knight can come back this way if he starts trying to kick it out. Do you play Bullet? Not very often. It's not really my thing. And to be honest with you, it's not really a great like viewer experience on stream because I'm not able to like articulate what I'm thinking because it's just moving too fast. If I go knight back, they have bishop takes pawn. So I might just push here. They would push back, we'd hop in. Yeah, I think that's the play. Oh, if they take, they're hanging their queen. I just saw that. That queen is not guarded. So we're threatening to take, and take with check, forcing a queen trade and just being up material. Take, bishop take, pawn take, queen take is the threat. Let's bring another rook into the center. I don't think there's a real reason to rush here. Pawn takes, knight takes. We'll hit the queen, win a tempo. Absolute Cinema says, "Are you on Twitch?" Yes. It's High Variance TV. Links are pinned in chats. Let's open the rook up. There's also like an idea to just kind of like rotate back over here. Ooh, and if they castle, we play knight takes pawn because the pawn won't be able to recapture. That's fun. Okay, let's push this pawn, trying to break through here. But yeah, again, they can't castle. They can't castle because of knight takes pawn. And honestly, it's possible that they'll miss it. But then my knight hits the queen, and we hop all the way into d3, and we're just crushing. We are just crushing. If this knight moves, I might hop my rook in. And yeah, just long-term plan of pushing this pawn forward, cracking away at these pawns. This pawn's already pretty advanced in limiting my opponent's movement here. Careful with those arrows, mate. What are you talking about? How long have you been playing chess? Like 6 years. But yeah. What's up, Sensei? Full-time streamer now? Yeah, for the time being. Yep. Hopefully it's a permanent thing. We'll see. How do you get those arrows? Basically I just think the moves with my head and then they just like show up on the screen. It's like a Neuralink. Could go rook here. Okay, if I go rook here, they go knight here, but then I just take this pawn. And the idea is we want them to take, and then we take back with rook, hitting their queen, sort of getting in here a little bit. And if they do nothing, I just take. Okay. Now I can't take this because they have pawn takes. So I have to take here first. Knight takes, then knight takes. So now we're threatening knight takes pawn. Because again, they can't recapture because of this pin. We called this out forever ago. Yeah, tough spot for white here. I think black is definitely a little bit better at this point. Because we gained back that pawn we were down, but we're going to gain back a second one here. We've got this long-term plan. And our king is much safer than theirs is. It's tough for them without that dark squared bishop that was kind of doing some long-range damage. Okay, so now if we play knight takes, they would take our rook. I mean, one thought is just rook forward. Rook forward, then what do they play? I mean, yeah, this seems like our most solid option. And we can still play knight takes pawn, which is nice. You lying? You quit your job? Yeah, yeah. I quit my 9 to 5. Can I get some W quitting your jobs in chat? I've been my job's been over for around a week and a half now. That's fine. Type shit. Type shit. I'm seeing Fs. Why am I seeing Fs right now, bro? What are we doing? Okay, so I think we just take. And we've got the rook and the queen still defending here. Take. Yeah, I don't see a huge threat. And we're hitting the queen. And again, like the goal here is just to hop in this way. Oh, counterpunch. Okay, so I'm seeing rook takes, king takes, rook check. No, we don't want to do that. Rook takes, knight takes, knight takes, knight here. This is ridiculous. I totally didn't even think about that. Do we kamikaze the queen for an extra pawn? No. Doesn't make sense. And now there's no fork here. We lost a pawn in that sequence there. That's crazy. We'll lose 2 pawns. Wow, what a find from white. Oh my gosh, that totally surprised me. Well played. Well played. Okay, now this pawn is hit. We'll give that up, I guess. We'll give that up because we'll take here, and then we're hitting this pawn, and maybe this pawn will fall as well. Let's push. Wow, what a sequence. Okay, we're going to need to find a way to win this back. What's up, Absolute Cinema? Loki started watching on YouTube about 2.5 months ago. Your growth has been crazy. You're pretty much a day one at that point then, bro. You're pretty much just a day one. But yeah, if you guys are new here and enjoying the stream, don't forget to click that follow button or click subscribe. Not asking for any money, just it really helps the channel grow and you know, get it to where it needs to be. Okay, I'm thinking knight back just to get my knight a little bit more involved in this game here. We're gonna need to use both our pieces if we want to trick our opponent here and win these pawns back. I don't think pushing does much. I think they just glide right by. This is a fork. I don't think we have a clear way to get there. I'm seeing this move, though. With the idea of going this way, going after this pawn. We're hitting this pawn. So, some good potential here. But I think the most clear-cut plan is just knight here. And then we take with the knight. Okay, we can't take here because of the knight. We could go here, I guess. We could push. He would push. There's also an idea of getting my king more active. I don't think that's a bad idea. There's a check. There's a check here. Doesn't do much. This rook check doesn't really do anything either, I don't think. Okay, I mean we've got squares. We're not getting trapped here, so we're not getting trapped here. But yeah, I don't know if we want to go king here because of this check, but I guess it's fine. I mean, I just want to get my pieces active here, so. Okay, let's go here. Knight check, we go here. Then they're out of checks. We really can't afford to lose another pawn here. What job did you quit? I was a supply chain analyst for a Fortune 250 company. It was basically an entry-level business job. Um, but yeah, I just didn't really see myself wanting to do that long term. What chat is he reading? Because I don't see him replying. Well, I'm replying to YouTube. That's not true. It's cap, bro. We could go here. There's this check. I just really like the idea of getting my rook over, but I guess if this knight is planted here, that doesn't really matter anyway. Maybe just rook back and over. If we go rook back, there's a fork though. Ah, we can push now though. We have this. The reason we have this now is because if they push, we can play knight takes pawn because the rook isn't here anymore. And we're threatening to takes, and then we just promote. So yeah, this is nice. Hitting the rook, hitting this pawn. Can just come back home here maybe. We're here. This is better. We're threatening to fork the king and the rook now. And we're also hitting this pawn. I don't know if they can guard all those threats. Let's go here. So this knight does guard this pawn, but we could play rook here maybe and just starting to win that back. This is becoming a little bit loose feeling for white here. I think the momentum is swinging a little bit. Would you rather collaborate with Hikaru or Gotham Chess? I don't think that would I don't think either of those are realistic, but I am definitely a bigger Gotham Chess fan. As crazy as that is to say. So we could take it at the rook, but I'm actually seeing this as a better move. Push, takes with check, yeah. Essentially, there's nothing guarding that rook. Oh, but there's knight back? Okay. I think knight back and they're fine. I'll play rook here. We'll try and crash through and win both these pawns. There is a rook check, but we just slide back. We'd go here, actually. Here. Do you use any other platforms from chess? No. I stream exclusively on chess.com. I'm a chess.com partnered streamer. Hey, thank you, Sultan, for the park the bus. Appreciate it. I can read the TikTok chat. I can see you guys. What up? It's not a replay. I'm not going to see all the chats. That's all. I just can't do it. It's impossible. We do have a knight check. We have this check. We can play rook takes, knight check, pick up this pawn. Okay, I think this is a drawn endgame now. Or this pawn. Which one do we want? I'll just take this pawn. It's the farther advanced one. And then I'll go back and we'll just go for the same check idea. Let's go back. And again, we're just trying to maybe go after this pawn or just stop it from pushing for the time being. If he takes... Okay, let's defend this pawn. Thanks for the 100 up. Okay, I mean, our knight covers the promotion square. That's the most important thing here. The bigger problem is we're running out of moves here a little bit. I can't go this way. I gotta keep an eye on this pawn, so. I gotta play something, right? Takes, we would take here. I mean, they just take. This is probably wraps, guys. This is probably wraps. I thought we had it. I thought we had a tie for a second there, but yeah. If I go here, he just checks. Gosh. I think just knight here, and that's game over. Okay, they don't play it. I'm trying to get to this pawn, and we'll just push down the H file, but what's up, Absolute Cinema? Obviously, we just can't trade, right? So, I'm trying to get to this pawn. We need a pawn trade. We need to get our king back. We just have to get our king back. Botez watches you? Yeah, all the time. I mean, apparently a big fan. They decided to raid me. Didn't really do much for my stream numbers just because, you know. Well, I mean, I don't need 1,500 people to enter my stream, you know. I have, like, way more than that usually. I mean, yeah, this is cooked, guys. This is cooked. I mean, there's a universe where I get stalemated here, so I'll give it a chance. It's not even stalemate. It's not even stalemate. I've got like 5 moves here. I'm just going to find the resign button here, guys. I'm going to find the resign button. If you guys are new here and enjoying the stream, don't forget to click that follow button. Or if you're watching on YouTube, that subscribe button. I think that's enough rapid for me for today. We've done an hour and a half of rapid. I'm going to head over to the 3-minute blitz pool. And let's get a little bit higher dopamine here. Let's go. Hey, thank you, St. George. Appreciate it. Let's push. Do people still stalemate at 2000s? Only on low time, honestly. Only on low time. So, I mean, that guy wasn't really low time, but I figured it was worth giving it a shot because I just played 20 minutes of that chess game. So I was like, why not, right? Let's go here just for some development. We'll castle short this game. Let's castle. But yeah, guys, we got raided by Botez live last night. It was pretty lit, and we were also on Chess TV. I think we'll be on Chess TV again tonight. I'm not 100% sure, but it's pretty cool. Very grateful for that opportunity. Let's go here. Knight takes, pawn takes, then we'll kick their knight out. Or actually, this is better. Because then once this knight moves, like, let's say here, like, we can maybe just go for checkmate. And I'm also looking at f4 and lifting the rook, just adding an additional attacker. So this, we go probably just here. I think that best works with this plan. So yeah, rook here, and then we just roll this pawn. Maybe even double the rooks in this open file. Yeah, but okay, we just take back with pawn, the rook defense for now. My light squared bishop is actually not great here. Let's go here. I think this might be a better diagonal. Okay, we're going right back. We're going right back. I don't want the rook. Bro wants to repeat moves. Okay, we'll just keep pushing. I can't push this pawn, right? Because the rook takes queen. So, okay, let's take a step back. Push takes, bishop takes. Let's go for it. I mean, my rook and my queen defense here. The idea is pawn takes, bishop takes, then we'll sack the bishop and just come in here. Oh, is there queen takes here? Queen takes, bishop takes, queen takes, Bishop check in between move. King moves. Rook takes. And we should be winning. So queen takes, bishop takes, pawn takes. We would just play queen takes. Queen back. Queen check, pick up the... queen check, rook here. This is a crazy position, guys. Push. Okay, guys. Oh my gosh, this is a crazy game. This is a crazy game. Guys, if you want to support a little bit extra, I'm also live on Twitch right now at High Variance TV. Links are in chats. Go check me out. High Variance makes chess look so simple because of how bad he is. Screw you. Here we got bishop check. Oh, I mean, this is a beautiful game of chess, though. You can't even... I mean... And then he sacrificed the rook. Wait, does it even work? I just kind of figured this was going to work. Uh-oh. 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 Wait, hold on. Rook check? Alright, we'll just go for this, I guess. I'm running low on time. I think if they go this way, we have mate. They have to go this way. I'm not tying. I don't... Why did I do that? I'm such an idiot. Just take the tie, man. Just take the tie, Alex. I mean, I'm winning. I'm winning. I just can't. I don't have time. Just take the tie. Oh my gosh, that was so dumb. That was so dumb, dude. I'm too emotional. Oh my gosh. That was so stupid, bro. I'm literally just clip farming at this point, man. Ah. Anyway, if you guys are new here and enjoying the stream, don't forget to click that follow button, or if you're watching on YouTube, that subscribe button. Let's get a win back here. Let's go. That's literally one of my biggest kryptonites is I just always go for the win, and I just need to get less attached, you know? I need to get less attached. We did have a check here, but there's just like no point basically in playing it. King just goes to the corner where it's happier anyway. Let's try and push through the center. Maybe bring the knight out to d2 first. Yeah, nothing worse than a failed rook sack. Nothing worse than a failed he sacrificed the rook. I'm thinking bishop here, queen here, and then we sack the bishop. Okay, I guess we got to take there. Knight takes, bishop takes, pawn takes, and I move my king to the edge of the board, and my rook takes over this open g file. But yeah, there's just sacking the bishop because we'll just checkmate. What? Wait, surely we're winning. How do we win this? Knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, bishop takes. Okay, we don't have enough pieces there. How do I not have a win here? Okay, we'll just gnaw away at this pawn structure. We'll just gnaw away at it. Let's go here. We got to keep control of this bishop because his queen hits it. And then, yeah, pawn takes. Okay, let's take. I'd rather keep my dark squared bishop on the board. Takes. And then push, maybe? The idea being pawn takes, queen takes, and then we're checking and his king is wide open. The bishop will follow. Check. I don't think I want a queen trade. I do want a queen trade, actually. Because he has to go bishop back. Okay. And then knight here. Hitting the rook. And there's like all sorts of ideas. I don't know if this is winning for me, but we got to at least be slightly better. Here. Trying to trade off this powerful rook and take over the open file for ourselves. Maybe knight back soon. Wait, we just take, bishop takes, and we fork. Check king here, and then we check again. Okay, is this trade fine for us? It looks pretty drawn, I guess. I guess we go here, and then we go here. We just try to eat. He can only take one pawn. I'll take this pawn. It's just a drawn endgame. Like, opposite colored bishops, too. Let's go here. I'm going to try and freeze their pawns on dark squares. They don't fall for it. So bishop goes here. Let's push. I mean, it's just a draw. I don't know if we can flag. I feel like the moves kind of just play themselves a little bit too much here. All right, I've got a plan. Let's go around to the other pawn. Is this too slow? No. No. Hey, thank you, Philip, for the $19 in CZK. I have no idea how much that is. Let me look this up really quick just so I don't under or over exaggerate this. Okay, that's a 90-cent donation. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. I just wanted to make sure that wasn't like $100 or some shit. If you guys are new here and enjoying the stream, don't forget to click that follow button, or if you're watching on YouTube, that subscribe button. Let's keep the vibes going here. Been a really fun stream so far. If you want to support me a little extra, check out my Twitch, High Variance TV. His opening is the cow on Blitz. Facts. Facts. Let's go here. Hey, there were 600 people watching the end of that on YouTube. That's crazy. But yeah, guys, I mean, these last couple days have honestly been insane. Like, getting to be on the chess.com main page and the Botez live raid, man, like, literally what dreams are made of. I went on to the Botez Twitch VOD yesterday and pulled out the part where Alexander Botez was like, okay, guys, I think we'll raid High Variance. I was like, yeah, that's a clip. That's a clip worthy thing. Let's push. Pawn takes, bishop takes. We'll eye this pawn. And the queen can't capture anything because my queen covers. I think just rook takes now. And then bishop takes. Is that the right move order? Feels right. We'll just run with it. Because we can check out of it now. We can check out of it. Yeah, he couldn't do rook takes because of rook takes pawn, so that's kind of passive for him now. Let's go here. And he's not going to see the checkmate. Obviously he sees it. Okay, I'm trying to somehow get my rook over here as well. I don't know if that's possible, but like I don't see. Oh, do I have check? No, because the rook takes. Oh my gosh. I just don't see a way to get this done here. Okay, let's go king here. I'm trying to get my king out of the line of sight of his queen. Like maybe we just chuck this pawn forward, and when the queen finally recaptures, we just go rook here. Like I feel like that's actually a viable plan. Like if I go here, queen takes, rook here. The only way it doesn't work is if they play bishop here. So, okay. Check, queen takes. There's no tactics that I see. We're going to have to go all the way back. Or like queen here, rook here. The thing is, his queen is in front of his king, so a lot of the tactics I'm looking at are like related to that. I'm not blushing talking about them, you morons. They're like the biggest chess streamers in the world, and they rated me. Like, that's insane. Y'all wish you had the Botez sisters say your gamer tag. Nah, but on a serious note, it was sick. It was sick. Cow opening next could be lucrative. If I take, I guess queen takes. Is that the threat? Actually, don't know that I see the point behind this. I'm just gonna take. Let's play it simple. I think rook here next should solidify things. Yeah, they take. So now they have this check, but I just play rook. Oh, I don't have rook back. It feels really aggressive from them. Okay, let's make some space so our king can slide out of the way. This rook takes around to 20 seconds here. I gotta speed up. Let's just make this trade just so we can play quicker here. I mean, I guess we're down a pawn, so we probably shouldn't have traded queens, but it's there. Okay. Just not enough time. I mean, it's just drawn. It's just like clearly drawn. It's so frustrating. It's just so clearly drawn, dude. There's no progress to be made for either side. He's never getting down here. It's just never happening. Oh my gosh. Hey, thanks for the uncle alert, Kishi. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Let's go knight here. Pawn here. Bring the bishop out. Push. Bishop to e7. Bishop back, and we'll recapture. Stake. Knight here. Takes. And we'll jump into the center. Now we're threatening to win this bishop. Okay, yeah, they're not going to allow that. Lots of trades this game. I think we're coming out on top with this pawn, though. I think we're coming out on top here. So, like, bishop back, takes. And then we just have to hold on to our extra pawn, which is, you know, a bit out of the way, but push. We can long castle this game. Okay, now I think I don't want to trade like this. Let's trade like this. Because if we go here, they take, we take, and then our pawn structure gets messed up. Let's go for it. I mean, our king is kind of cut off. This is maybe a little sketchy. Like, if the bishop ever gets onto this diagonal, we're, like, checkmated or something. I mean, now we just get in, right? Ah, that is a good move. So if I go here, they would check me here, and I would just go back. Check here. Okay, I think we're fine. I think we're fine, because there's no check here. So it's literally just this. I mean, maybe we even just run, though. Oh, free bishop? There's no mate. Because, like, we just go this way. Oh, we're just winning now. We're just totally winning. Let's go, guys. Come on. Oh, okay. So if I go here, check, here, check. Okay, we step forward, and eventually our queen can guard us, I think. We just got to get our king to a5. So check here. Oh, no. They're already out of checks now. Yep. We almost have mate. We're almost mated, though. If I go here, check, here, then they're out of checks. Well, hold on now. Hold on now, because if I go here and they go here, oh, I would just take it. Okay. Let's play it. And again, check here, and they're out of checks. My plan is to play bishop here, and cut the king off, and then we'll just back rank them. And, yeah, that should be just a winning strategy here. Please, for the love of chess, don't throw. I'll try. No promises. That's mate, though. Let's just make some space for our king here. It's like check here. There's no check here because the queen comes back, right? So they're out of checks. Let's go for mate here. Like they're close to arriving, but they're just not arriving in time, I don't think. Check here, check. I think we can even just take right now. But yeah, check, takes. Okay, no, we'll just take. Because the queen sees that now. I mean, h6, g5 is mate also, I think. The king is just penned in. The king is just penned in here. Oh, I guess they go here. Okay, I'm just going to make another queen. No checks. We're about to promote. We get out this way. Queen back. Whew. Oh, baby. Oh my gosh. We made that way closer than it should have been. Oh my gosh. We made that way closer than it should have been. If you guys are enjoying the stream, don't forget to click that follow or subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. Let's get into the next one here. That was to stay in the 2000s, so that was clutch. It's tough because those positions become tough because you have to calculate like all of the possible like checks that your opponent can play. You're trying to avoid all these perpetuals. Like it's really not that easy to win those in like a short period of time. They have to play this now. Otherwise, I can take in the center. Yep. It's a common mistake people make in this opening. Okay, then we kick the bishop away, then we bring the queen out. And then f5, bring the knight out, start rotating pieces over. We could even play knight here, I think, because after pawn takes, bishop takes. No, they push. Okay. It almost works. Free pawn. I don't want to trade queens, really. I'll just hop back here. I don't love this, though. My queen feels like it's kind of... doesn't have a lot of moves, right? But I think we can take in the center now. Yeah. He's only got the queen and bishop defending. Can you define what a perpetual is? Yeah, happy to do that. So, when your opponent can check you so that you have to go back between the same two squares over and over again, that's a perpetual. Like, they're able to perpetually forever check you. And that's a form of draw in chess. It typically happens when the queen has the opponent's king cornered. What state are you from? Pennsylvania, baby. The most mediocre state, probably, but yeah, lived there my whole life. I went to Penn State. I grew up outside of Philly, outside of Philadelphia. And then I lived in Philadelphia for around a year. And now I'm living with my parents trying to make it as a full-time chess streamer. So yeah. Bishop here, we just check. Kind of forces, well, it's just lost, isn't it? GG's origami fold. That's another win here, guys. Is the sky yellow? Yes. Do you like Philly cheesesteaks? They're good. They're good. I don't get them a ton though. Like I would rather get like pizza, you know. I only say that because a lot of places have both those things. Like they've got cheesesteaks and they've got pizza, and I usually just get the pizza. Castle? They're gonna win this pawn in the center. There's nothing I can do about it at this point, so. Oh, wait a second. Wait, do we have a tactic like queen here? Push. Bishop takes, knight takes. No, okay. Knight takes, knight takes. Queen here. The idea is if the knight moves, we have checkmate. And now we just need to kick. Okay, so we go here. No. Okay, let's take first. Okay, now we go. Is it this? Okay, let's go. Let's go here. And then here, move the knight, and then bishop check. And then we'll just launch all these pawns forward until we can break these away. I've never had Philly pizza before. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. You got to go to the right place, though. Big up Pennsylvania type shit. Let me just push. We got to kick the knight first, actually. Rook here. I don't get that. I don't get that. That just feels like it loses a pawn for nothing. Let's go here now. Oh, wait, that's a fork. Sheesh. Can I push here? Takes. Yeah, I can push. We'll just go with the aggressive route here. It's an unfortunate blunder, though. They should take this rook. This rook defends the bishop, so. But the idea is if we played takes, queen takes, bishop takes, that's actually checkmate. Because we're cutting off these diagonals. So we're trying to just break through here. And black is going to have to be very careful. So let's hit the queen first. Hold on. Do I have rook here? Am I tripping? Holy guys. Now we're threatening to move the rook and check. Oh, they do chuck their queen. How incredible. Now rook here. GG's. Let's go, guys. What a combination. Let's pin the rook to the king. I mean, we only have 40 seconds left, actually. We should definitely lock in here, but I think just bishop here next, giving my king some squares, some breathing room. Hitting the knight. Oh, we just had push. We just had push. There's a pin. What am I doing? It's obvious. Because the rook can't move. And then we just take it with the pawn. Check, and then we take the knight. I mean, we can just trade. Why do I always get down to a time scramble? I swear. Gotta work on my speed, maybe. It's not mate. He's got that pawn left. It's almost a stalemate. He's got that little pawn left. I'm playing bishop checkmate. That's actually a more fun checkmate. I lied. That's a more fun one. You guys like that? The pawn, the pawn can't take because of the pin. And it can't push because of the pin. Let's get into the next game here. All right, we'll play the mirror defense against the London. Bishop out. Bishop back, so if he takes, we open our rook up. Essentially just mirroring white here. I'll play queen into the center, knight here, and then we'll make a decision about which way we want to castle once development is complete. Queen takes. And guys, just so you know, I will be back later tonight for a stream at around 7 o'clock EST. GG's. If you guys are enjoying the stream though right now and you want to catch my streams in the future, don't forget to click that follow or subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. And we're also on Twitch if you want a nicer viewer experience, High Variance TV. Links are in chat. Let's go here, build a nice base against our opponent's bishop. Bishop back. Let's finish developing the minor pieces, bring the queen out. Push. That might be a blunder. Can I push again? Nah, it's a blunder. I've only got 2 defenders. He's got 3 attackers here. If I push, yeah, it doesn't work. Let's go with knight takes then. That's a shame. Go here. If they want to take, I might actually just let my rook open up naturally here. Okay, we want to keep our light squared bishop on the board. See, look at the damage it can do already here. If they push, we'll slide back, maybe. If we slide back, though, then they can trade off. Guess we take back with the queen then and maintain that pressure. We could go this way and hit the rook, but then they just push. No, they can't push. They can't push. We've got the knight and the bishop hitting that. Very nice stuff. Are you allowed to stream on Kick and Twitch at the same time, or is that a no-no? I have no idea. I don't know anything about streaming on Kick. I'm not trying to expand at the moment. But yeah, I don't know anything about it. I'm not like you know, what is it? I'm not like getting paid by Twitch to stream on Twitch, if that makes sense. So I'm not bound by any Twitch terms. Unless there's some sort of Twitch affiliate. I don't think there's a Twitch affiliate term. But yeah, I'm not a Twitch partner at the moment. I'm hoping that I can get there this month. Yeah, to become a Twitch partner, you need to have like, I think it's like 6 streams that average 75 viewers. Which is now like very possible with the chess.com streaming partnership. So let's go here. I don't know if that would have taken a while. It would have taken a lot longer for me to get to that point, I guess, without the, being able to be on the chess.com main page, which comes with the partnership. Where do you see yourself on this day next year? I don't know, dude. Hopefully just streaming and coaching chess full time. That's the goal. That is the goal. Yeah, let's bring this other rook into the game here next, guys. Okay. Honestly, maybe like queen here and we move this knight and just go after this pawn a little bit more aggressively. It's a good move. I mean, now I just want to trade that knight off because it's just blocking all my plans. Maybe we'll just go trade it off. If I go here, the queen hits it though. Never mind. Let's go this way. Rook here. Okay. Let's go for that. Let's go after this pawn. There's no fork because of knight takes. Ah, there's a fork now. No. Rook takes. Rook takes. Ah, yeah, there's a fork. This does work. I don't know what I play if he plays that. I think we have to start with rook takes with check, though, unfortunately. I don't want to trade material, but... Queen here. So, like, if they take, we take back with rook. Queen takes. Now we just got the knight pair against the rook and bishop. They're down to 35 seconds, guys. Can we win this? Come on. I think if I was black, maybe just go for, like, a trade somehow. Check here and then queen here, maybe? No, my knight guards. My knight guards. Can I start grabbing pawns? I don't think so. Queen here, maybe? I want to make some breathing room for my king here. This is bad, guys. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This is really bad. There's still no rook here. My knight guards. My knight is being a hero right now. It's on a light square, too. Bishop can't hit it. Ah, we got him on the clock. Let's go, guys. Come on. We're up to 2040. We're up huge this stream. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Any advice to get past 1200 elo? If you just play consistently, start doing some game analysis after your games, you should get there. Should be able to push past any elo. That goes to more than just 1200. Really, the best thing you can do is just consistently practice chess in some form every single day. Whether it's just playing games or studying puzzles, whatever it is. You should do something every day. It's like working out, you know? You're only going to get better at it if you just stick with it. Let's target the spawn. I'm going to castle short this game. Jeez, this is sketchy. I don't normally play like this. But, yeah, we need to get this castle. We need to get this castle ASAP. This is really sketchy. Maybe we could rip b5. What's your peak elo and what elo do you want to get to near the future? Oh, you can do exclamation point elo to see that. Let's push. Okay, we've got 2 attackers. They've got 2 defenders, but we can bring the knight in next. Let's go here. I want to take this bishop out so I can double my rooks. There's also like bishop here gets facilitated. Both of us playing pretty quickly here so far. Then rook here. Guys, the excellent the shortcuts only work on Twitch, not on YouTube. See some of you guys trying to play those. GG Cycle, I'm pretty sure I sent you my availability already. Let's go bishop here, bishop here. I'm pretty sure it's still very open. Let's go here. The idea is I'm trying to remove this knight so I can take this pawn. There we go. Progress. I'm winning, actually. Rook takes. We can't do queen takes because then we drop a pawn. So it's got to be rook takes. I think I can take this pawn now. But then he would push. Then I got a rook here. Okay, never mind. This is good. So like push here. They take. We just umbrella pawn. We just sit behind it with our king. Okay, and in this variation we just take. We just take. Then rook here. I wonder if there's no rook here. Okay, they're trying to get in this way. So if I were to play rook here, And they checked us. We go here. They are out of checks. Check here. They're also out of checks. Okay. We're just winning. They're forced to trade everything off here. And we're going to have a minute to win up 2 pawns, I think. If they play this check, it's definitely GG's. I mean, we could just keep capturing, I guess. Jesus, it's kind of hard for me to answer that question, to be honest. So I'm not going to. Oh, now they perpetual. They just go this way. No. Screw you. This is perpetual. For the person who was asking earlier, this is perpetual. See how my king can't escape this box and they can just check me forever? This is a perpetual check. GG cycle, actually. Oh, they're going for more. Oh, that's so interesting. Check here. Now if check, we've got rook here. Again, they still have this perpetual, you know? How many years have you played chess? Like 6 years. What? I should have played queen there. That was so bad. I'm gonna try and run this way. Check here. Yes! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Let's go. Hey, all this talking about fumbling, bro. Let's go, baby. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. GG's like, I'll reach out. I'll reach out after stream, all right, buddy? We'll get something on the books. I'm excited. Guys, we are climbing today. We are climbing today. Almost at 2050. This is nice stuff. I think we started the stream at 2015, so we're up 33 elo on the stream right now. Let's push. 5G versus 4G Wi-Fi game. It's not Fortnite, dude. Push. We probably should have brought our rook into the center first, but this seems good. They take here. Knight takes, knight takes. Then our knight can maybe hop in at some point. Let's pre-move the recapture. Yeah, if you guys are new here and enjoying the stream, don't forget to click that follow button, or if you're watching on YouTube, that subscribe button. Sorry to hear that, GG. Sorry to hear that. Let's check here. We'll get it, man. Don't worry. We're gonna get it. Let's get our king out of the way of this pin here. Our rook and queen are ready to recapture against his rook and queen. Okay. If we go back, we lose this pawn. I'm actually thinking about just hitting the queen here. Right, so we're getting the queen away from here, so they can't take this pawn once my bishop moves. This is called an in-between move. Decide to go for the queen trade. I think that's fine. I think we actually win a pawn here. So now we are just up a pawn. I'm going to play pawn here maybe to consolidate things. We could also play bishop back. Well, now we have this move. Okay, that's a mistake again from black. Just some small positional things, but we're taking advantage of them. Let's check. Gotta go back now. What's the best way to do this? Let's push for now. Give our bishop another square. Let's keep our pawn safe. They might trade. It's not a fork. Knight here. Takes. Okay, not a fork. It's not a fork because they just go hit our rook. This actually is not great for us. Let's go for this. Oh, okay, wait, there's no fork either. Oh my gosh. I didn't even see this fork, but I kind of just like accidentally defended it. Okay, I mean, we're not losing this pawn because of... Oh, we are. Oh my gosh. Wow, I totally crumbled here. I might want to... I might want to move this bishop somewhere. I don't think I want to trade it off. Oh, no! Oh, now it's actually over. That is really unfortunate, guys. I'm going to go here and here and try and get this pawn back. No, dude. I can't even go knight here anymore. Unreal. Unreal, dude. Oh my gosh. Are we for real right now? Oh my gosh. All right, guys. I'm going to be back in 1 second. Just going to go take a quick bathroom break. I will see you in 1 second. All right. What is up, guys? Let's get right back into it. Oh, looks like he played. All right, we're playing against Coach Makarios. Let's get it, guys. I want to get back up to 2050. Let's do it right now. I believe we push and then knight here. Okay, he's playing a slightly different version of this than I usually see, but I'm ready for it. Maybe this at some point? Or this? Thinking just this. Okay, let's hit the queen. Maybe bishop here, short castles, probably decent. This will get rid of any, like, checkmate threats. I'm just going to trade that thing off. And, queen here. I might just... Castling long is a little weird. Castling short is weird, too. We have these dark squared weaknesses, and our dark squared bishop is quite far away. Wait a second. This is a blunder. Because, knight takes... Okay, it's just a positional, positionally bad for white. Okay, let's short castle. And then I might push c6 to stop the knight from hopping in. See, this is what we didn't want. This is what we didn't want. Okay, let's go. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, we gotta go after them. I'm just worried about the knight hopping in as well, though. Wait, queen here. We have to play c6. We just have to. That's really interesting. I guess that's a good move. Okay, let's trade back cleanly here. We could create a triple stack here pretty easily. I would just need to push my a-pawn forward. Queen here. Then I'd get forked. So maybe queen here. Okay, they're going to try to move their bishop and hit my queen. But then I would just take. So here we would just take with check. But that's a lot of trades. I don't know if I want to do that. Let's go knight here. Trying to win this back. If they move it, we're just going to trade. And we'll just play like essentially like an equal end game. We're down a minute though. This is from a time perspective, we're not playing a good game right now. Yes! Give me that. Okay, we can win this in a minute. We can win this in a minute easy. Let's go. Yes, guys. Come on. Yes. Yes. Let's go. All right. We're one win or maybe a good draw off of 2050 now. Let's go with d4. Push. There's checks, I know. The knight here, maybe? Why am I playing into this? This is ridiculous. Don't want to get this. Am I already just losing? Let's take with the knight. What? I think we're just down a piece now. Hopefully, but bishop here. We castle. Ah, guys, this is bad. This is really bad. Oh, disgusting opening trap for my opponent there. I hate that. I hate losing to an opening trap, honestly. Okay, let's castle. There's nothing I can do to save that rook, so... And if they take here, yeah, okay. I'm guessing they're gonna just trade everything. Oh boy, we're gonna have to we're gonna have to pop off here. I'm seeing that we can take this maybe. Let's go rook here. Keep all of our pieces driving through the center. They might castle, but then we win a pawn. Okay, what about queen here? Let's recapture and give ourselves a semi-open file. We just have nothing. We just have no counterplay here. This is crazy. We're just cooked. I can't trade pieces. I can't afford to trade pieces. Definitely not. Maybe bishop here so we can push this pawn. This knight moves, they're threatening a fork. Maybe I should have taken and pushed. I shouldn't be going for stupid checkmates like that. This guy's obviously too good for that. It's down to a minute, though. That's not a ton of time. I'm thinking here, trying to take this and then get in with my queen. Okay, now it doesn't. I don't think this move makes sense anymore. I'm gonna try to like get to the back rank here. See, this guy played a beautiful opening trap and just has no idea what to do now. Because he's just an opening guy, probably. This is hilarious. Let's trade that. If he moves forward, we have back rank. No. Oh, we made it so interesting, though. We made it so interesting. What a comeback that would have been. Oh my gosh, what a comeback that would have been. Guys, by the way, we're only streaming until 2:45 EST. That's an hour from now. Because I need to watch Argentina versus England. So, if you haven't already, click that follow or subscribe button. And come back for my stream later tonight, which will be at around 7 o'clock EST. Check. So we play the check in between so we don't get forked here. And then we just push ourselves. Hit the bishop. If they want to trade off, that's fine. We'll bring our rook to this F file. Let's go for the bishop trade here. Let's line a rooks up with his king. There's the castle. There's the short castle, I should say. They go here, we go knight here. Here we go pawn forward. And then we just have to make sure the queen doesn't like sneak in. I don't think we can push. I think they're going to push, but we'll just take back. Is there a way to get to this square? I don't see one. I think we need to rotate our knight around, though. Let's go for this. Because I need to get these pawns moving, and that knight was totally blocking that. There's no tactics here. I'm trying to push my A-pawn. Trying to push my A-pawn. I just saw the stream name, Chess to Impress. Yeah, it's a good one. I like it too. Might have to reuse that one. Is this a fork? If it was, they missed it. Let's go back this way and try and drop our knight in here, just kind of blockading his pawns. What, soccer? Where's the stream grind mentality? I'm doing 2 3-hour plus streams in one day. Get out of here. So our knight is blockading, so I don't want to just like trade it off here. Hey, thank you for the park the bus, Medi. I appreciate it. Let's push here. The idea is after takes and takes, we're threatening to win a pawn here. Takes. I mean, that's another way to win a pawn here, I guess. I mean, I don't see why I wouldn't go for it. We seem well defended here. Hopefully I'm not missing something. I mean, I'm aware that there are like, sometimes there are tactics ideas, but. I don't think the queen sack works. So let's say I went here. I mean, what else do we have? Queen here? No. Okay. "29 seconds left. Not ideal. Not ideal. We need speed. I think knight back next. Shoot. I think just knight here now. Let's see what they come with. 13 seconds left. Ah, no, dude. Oh, that's so close. That's so close, dude. My next move was okay. I was gonna go here. Likely they would have played here. Check. I mean, you know what? It's funny because he's kind of escaping for a while here. There's the mate. We were only at like mate and 5 there. Anyway, if you guys are new here and enjoying the stream, don't forget to click that follow or subscribe button. Edit says no. Yeah, agreed. Agreed. But yeah, guys, we'll be live for around 50 more minutes here. Knight here, we'll castle. Castle. Push. I mean, our bishop's in jail now. I should not have allowed that. So we don't want to trade queens because we don't have a bishop basically right now. So it's kind of like we're playing down 3 points of material until we free it. Let's pre-move the recapture. Our opponent might feel this similarly and decide to trade queens himself. Need to stream 14 hours a day? Facts. I could if I would. I mean, I would if I could. Not I could if I would. Let's go here. The idea being after knight takes, readying the bishop will move. We'll push this pawn, and we will bring our bishop back into the game. So building a longer term plan to use all of our pieces here. Could do something like queen here first. I'm worried about this knight moving and like the bishop hits my knight. Maybe we start with like queen here to set up bishop here. Okay. Okay, you know what? I can't even push this pawn. The sniper. Okay. This is the best solution I see. Or here, actually. It's a fork. If rook here, I think we play bishop here, skewering. Then they would push this pawn, though, so I guess that doesn't work. But yeah, once we get our bishop out, we're just going to be winning here, probably. I hope. I mean, we'll have the bishop pair against the bishop knight, so. What's up, Mr. Sky Chess? How's it going? Bishop here next. One thing that's kind of lucky and not intentional is they have no infiltration. My bishop guards. So again, they're trying to infiltrate here. It's not ideal, but we have to move the bishop out. So, there's nothing I can do. So, okay, they don't go for that. That's interesting. Let's go here. I'm trying to get back here and skewer. I don't know why they're playing me into that. They kind of like set me up to play all that. There's no rook here, right? So they have to play like rook here, for example, or rook here. Now we take over the open files. Rook here probably coming next. Let's see what they play, though. There's also this bishop move, which kind of cuts off their circulation. Okay. I'm trying to get into the 7th rank here. So takes. Rook to 7th rank, or this, And we should just be winning. Bishop here. It should be GG's. If king here, I think we bishop check. No. Oh, I'm misplaying this. The threat is to check and pick up the bishop here. His pieces are frozen. He's got to move the bishop. So let's assume he finds it. What do I play next? I don't even know. Maybe this. I don't see a way to wrap this around. We are up on the clock now. Skewer. Okay, we'll trade. They're not checkmating me in 15 seconds in this endgame. Yes. Let's go, guys. Come on. Let's go. Can we play? We do viewer tournaments on Sunday, so just click follow, come back on Sunday. All right, guys. 45 minutes left. We're almost at 2050s. Come on. Come on. All right. Now you're not allowed to castle. Let's target the center. Just going to develop our minor pieces, get active, and take advantage of the fact that our opponent's king is stuck in the center here as much as possible. Whoops. Let's castle. If knight here, we can just take it and then recapture. Let's go here. Now the knight can move because the knight will defend the bishop. I don't want to go here and let my pawns get doubled, but I do want to develop this bishop as well. So let's fianchetto it. There's no real point in playing a rook check. His king is going to slide over one way or the other anyway, so we're kind of just feeding into what he wants. Knight here. Ooh, that attacks this pawn, actually. Surprised not to see him find that that knight move. I think that's good. Although then we have rook to d8, pinning it to the king. Interesting stuff. Let's go here to keep both of our pawns defended, and then I'm going to push the A pawn to get the knight out of here. Get out, bro. Get out of here. Get packing. Let's trade. Got a nice little 20-second time advantage, which is cool. What's your peak? Says Sam. 2189 on Blitz. It was a month or so ago. Let's go here. I want them to take and play rook takes. If they decide to push past, I think it's going to be very easy for us to get this pawn back. Just with like the knight, the rook. Okay, I don't know what that does. I don't know what that does. Let's take. Ah, fork. Push or I could take. Okay, well, we have a passed pawn in the center. Let's see what we can do with it. I'm assuming they're going to take my rook in the corner. That's generally better because I'm just going to have to do my rook back into the center next anyway. So, unfortunate to allow that. Yeah, that's the wrong capture, I think, for white, unless I'm missing something here. Let's slap the rook behind this pawn that we want to push. I think bishop here next going after this pawn could be good. I'm assuming rook here is coming. I'm going to bring my knight out if they do that. Try and drop my knight onto e3. I mean, we're building a huge time advantage right now. Let's go. If he takes, I'm going to go here and try and play this check and pick up their rook. If not, we're playing check. I mean, also takes, check, king here, and check. King moves, promote. Oh, my knight here, right? How do I win this? This feels like it's winning. Let's target this pawn, add an initial defender to that pawn. We're also keeping an eye on this pawn still. Like, so if the rook moves, we can take, hit the knight. Knight here could be coming, but I'm just going to take then. Okay, that was a good move, actually. Let's go here. Trying to get in behind. Play checks. I'm using too much time. Well, I was losing, but you know, a win is a win type shit. If you guys are new here and enjoying the stream, don't forget to click that follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, that subscribe button. Let's get into the next game here. I'm ripping a London on him. Castles. Push. Back. Queen here. Bring the knight out. Let's hit the queen. Knight here. Queen here. Bishop here. Just taking advantage of some of these, open files. Threatening to fork the king and the queen now. They need to shut the door on my queen somehow. This. No. They can't do that. I'm going to check, king here. Check, king here. Queen check. Rook takes, checkmate. That'll be pretty fun. I forget what the defense is here. I'm pretty sure there is a defense for black. Queen here, maybe? So they're going to sack the rook. And then what? They're going to try and shut my queen in or something? Let's take. They're going to play knight takes. I'm going to play pawn takes then. Because the idea of knight takes is they're trying to defend this pawn, right? And I'm going to take. I don't see my queen getting trapped here. I could be wrong, but I don't see it. I mean, right now I don't have any moves for it, but okay, what's the safest way to get my queen out of here? Is it just pushing so we have takes? If he takes right now, then we have to play knight takes. Or actually bishop takes is good too. I trapped. We're only -2, I guess. This is gonna be a fun one. Win or lose. I should have taken more time there maybe, but it's tough to do that in a 3-0 format. Okay. Actually, this might be fine. I think we can start pushing again. Oh no, I messed up. Oh, there goes the game. That's so crazy. Oh, there's rook takes pawn now as well. We gotta get our king out of the way here. He just goes here. There's a pin, right? So. There's a fork there. No, dude. Oh, we just blundered those pawns at like the top of the board and it just all fell apart, man. When we lost the pawn chain, that was clips. That was clips. GG's, man. Hey, if you guys want to support a little bit extra, check out my Twitch at High Variance TV. Links are pinned in chats. I'm gonna end streaming around 30 minutes. I'd like to do a nice raid for another Twitch streamer. It's something you can't do on TikTok and YouTube, so go check me out. Let's push. Let's go back. Here we'll castle. Here. Push. Let's castle. Very quick game from our opponent here. Holy. If I go here, they take with check. We play queen 6. Okay, that's fine. I want to put the queen behind the bishop kind of and maybe go for some tactics here. I think with this pressure as well, and with the knight able to easily hop in, that should be enough. Let's jump into the center, hit the rook, gain a tempo back. Okay, now we're setting up for the sacrifice. Is it... Can I play knight takes pawn? No, I don't think so. Okay, let's hop back here. I don't want to force things. That's crazy. Okay, let's go here. We need to make sure that this doesn't ever happen. This pawn can't recapture. I might want to bring my king to h8. Dilo says want $10. Sure. I'll take $10. About knight here, knight here. So we gain a tempo by hitting the queen, and then we jump into the center. Let's go here, defend that pawn. Where are you from? I'm from Philly. Philadelphia. It's a big city on the northeast coast of the U.S., if you're not from the U.S. Let's go here. If the bishop hops in, I'm just going to snap that off. But I actually would like to push. Push again. This is going to cut off the rook and bishop from aiding in their attack, and hopefully that allows us to make some counterplay. We should also bring our other rook back into the game when we have a second. What are you going to do, bro? Rook here, maybe? I think rook here is like their only like viable move. Yeah. I don't know why they spend so much time on that. Okay. Perfect opportunity for a queen trade. That's not good. I missed this. I guess we have to take. That's not good, though. Let's go around this way. Target some pawns. I mean, white has no, like, winning idea here. So it's probably going to be a race to pick off our like, each other's pawns here. Now, right now, we're not actually attacking this, so I'm going to push first. Right? Bishop here is interesting. Probably play rook here at this point, defend this pawn. But yeah, the idea is once he takes here, I'm going to take here, hitting the rook. And then our knight is going to hop into e3, so it's worth it to lose this pawn. Okay, let's keep this defended now. Gaining some time on the clock on our opponent here. Rook here maybe, just targeting this pawn twice could be a good move for white. Let's go this way. Maybe we go around this way. We gotta go back. We gotta go back, I think. Never mind. That was not a good move. Let's go for this. Uh-oh. This is going to be a sketchy last 20 seconds. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. The bishop's coming here. Let's go for a rook trade. Uh-oh. I'm not getting mated. There's no bishop check. Yes! Oh my gosh, I still had the 2 pawns left. I still had the 2 pawns left. Oh my gosh. When you play someone, does it match your skill level? Yeah, it matches your skill level. So when you win, you gain elo. When you lose elo. That's like my rating there. I'm 2055 elo. Usually you get around 7 or 8 points for a win. You lose 7 or 8 points for a loss. And yeah, I've accumulated 2,000 of these points, which puts me in the top like 0.01% of online players. Let's go bishop here. He should have taken those pawns. Maybe. I feel like but then you're just kind of resigning yourself to a draw. Like the riskier, but you know, the risky path is obviously to go for the win and not take the pawns and just go for mate. Swindled, lol. Yeah, kind of a swindle. You guys need to understand though, in chess, there reaches a point in every blitz game, for the most part, where you have to decide, okay, am I playing the clock or am I playing the board, right? And you know, gotta think about that. Like he got up on the board because I was playing the clock at a certain point. All right, equal material. We're playing a 2079 from Brazil here. They'd probably like to get their bishop onto this diagonal, skewer me up. Let's bring our knight out. This pawn is pretty weak in the center. Right now, there's 3 of their pieces defending it. I mean, I could get more pieces than that on it, though. Let's go bishop back here. I want to bring my rooks to these open C and E files. Ah. Oh, wait a second. They just had bishop here, pinning my queen to my king. That would have been GG's. With that being said, let's get our queen the F out of the way here. Hit the knight. That would have been a quick loss, guys. Here takes... I think our best thing is to sack the exchange. So they take, we take, they take, we take back with rook. There's nothing better for us here. Unfortunate. Our pieces weren't coordinated well this game. I'm going to bring my knight over. I think we can play knight here and then sack. Okay, let's start with rook here. That is not good. Oh, this is actually not good. Let's sack and also block this check. He'll take, and then we have perpetual. We'll have perpetual check. Unethical chess? Yeah, probably. This is also quite unethical. Check it out, though. They're going to give me a brilliant move for that. Check it out. Because sometimes in chess, the best thing you can do is get a draw. And that can be brilliant. That can be brilliant. Sorry, just loading up this game analysis real quick, guys. So knight is brilliant. Again, we're blocking all the checks. The knight here is already blocking, but like bishop takes, pawn takes. Anyway, my king escapes. And the idea is that, we play any other move, we're just completely lost. They're plus 3.7. And brilliant, takes it back to 0. So yeah. W draw. Agreed. Feels like a W. Agreed. Tipsy Toad says, all right, I got to go to an interview so I can stop being a chud. I'll probably be back for tonight's stream. Sounds good, brother. Good luck on your interview. Good luck. W free knight against a 2100. Yo, what? What? Oh, we already played this guy. Interesting. All right. Can we push up to 2100, guys? We're having a great stream so far. If you guys are enjoying, don't forget to click that follow button or subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Thanks for the rose, Pablo. Appreciate it. Let's take bishop here. Pawn here. Queen here, maybe. Now we play for the center. They push, we just go bishop back. And then we still play for the center. Probably shouldn't have allowed that. I probably should have played h3 myself. But regardless, let's push. Threatening to fork. Now we're hitting this pawn. And we're potentially going to like start to sneak around this way. Can I hit this rook? I don't think so. Let's just go with queen here. Queen takes, knight takes. We're hitting this pawn twice. And we'll just castle long. Okay, so they decide to defend their pawn that way. Let's play a4. Trying to peel this pawn away. And then, okay. They're hitting our rook here. This pawn will hang. Okay, we have this for right now. It's kind of a temporary fix, but the knight and bishop guard it. We could actually put our king onto f2, I guess. Okay. Maybe even king to g2, honestly. Just trying to get the rook out of here. But yeah, definitely an interesting one so far. Okay, if I go here, check. I can't even take the rook. This is actually tricky. Bishop back is tempting. I in an ideal world, I want my king to be on g3. So we're trying to clear this rook out so we can go to g3. Weird game, agreed. I really want to win this, though. We've been winning a lot today, and I want to see how high we can take our elo here. Ooh, is there a check? Knight back here. So check, our king has to move. Then there's a knight check. So check, we'd have to go back this way. Such a weird game, dude. Such a weird game. I think we need to play rook to e1 next. Lining up pressure in the center. Let's take. Rook here, then we push. And then we've got this powerful knight. We've got equal pawns, and we're both down to around a minute. I saw it right after I played it. That's so sad. That's so sad, dude. Rook here next. Ugh. Now the rook will defend this pawn, but they can play rook here. It's just rook here. I mated. No. I'm almost mated. Bad last couple of moves for my opponent. So we should go all the way back and around, actually. I think. Push. I need to get these pawns off these light squares where their bishop can attack them. 40 seconds each. Is there a universe where I can clutch this? Rook here, maybe? Rook here. Back. Check, we go here. No, we go here. Because they would have just checked us again. Okay. Okay. Check here. I'm literally just playing stall ball at this point. Like, how annoying can we make this for them? Give me that checkmate. I don't want to win on time. I don't care. I don't want to win on time. Let's go, guys. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm winning today. I'm a winning chess player today. I'm aborting this. I want to play at 2000. Let's go. If you guys are new here and enjoying the stream, don't forget to click that follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, that subscribe button. We're going to be getting off in 15 minutes, so we're going to play 2 more games of chess. During that time, please head on over to my Twitch at High Variance TV. Links are pinned in chats. We're going to do a nice raid for another streamer. Paid actor opponent? Most likely. Let's make sure we don't get forked here. Nick Neo says, you got the best chess lives. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. Let's go this way. That is not what I expected. I think I misplayed that. Let's go. Let's go for the rook lift. I guess we can't really lift it because the bishop cuts us off. Wow, our position is much worse. This bishop and knight are going to have trouble getting into the game here. I think a trade just benefits us. Let's just trade pieces off. This is not good. This is really not good, guys. That was not that crazy of a mate. His opponent was making terrible moves, especially with cornering himself while checked twice. Oh, guys. Okay, so if I went here, for example, they would have this check. And I can't take back because my knight is pinned. But that is checkmate. Wow, this is so raps. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's play this. Wow, this is resignable. Oh my gosh, this guy crushed us. All right, guys, we're going to play one more game. We're going to play one more game. Please go over to Twitch. Join up for the raid, guys. Come on. I only have 18 people in there right now. We got 250 people on YouTube. And all you guys on TikTok as well. Help me out, guys. It really helps the channel grow. Okay, they're opening up our rook against them. I mean, I wouldn't recommend this. Let's go here and try and push. Push now. My king is probably going to sit on f8 this game. Push. Trying to rotate my queen in. I wonder if I can just sack the knight. Knight here, knight takes. Okay, not quite, not quite. I think we can go here, though. I mean, yeah, I'm just going to en passant that. I'm simply en passanting that. Okay, let's get castled. I think they could... No, there's no check, actually. The knight blocks. Very active position we've got here. I think knight here is really interesting. Knight takes, pawn takes. The queen's going to have to choose a new home. Oh, is there a queen check? Okay, they don't want to trade queens either. What? I skewer? The idea is if knight takes, bishop takes, and I'm skewering the queen to the rook. There's no sacks, though. Okay, my king is a little sketchy. Like something like if the queen was able to get around. Like here, here. I don't know. Anyway, let's take. They probably just take here first. I'm going to pre-move. This was not precise for me. Now we're just in a sketchy end game. I think we were winning there for a moment. All good, though. All good. That's another bad move, isn't it? Because we lose this pawn, but then our rook gets in. I don't know. It's a tactical sacrifice to create counterplay and open lines on the board. Ooh, that's a good move as well. I was going to say, I don't think they want to trade everything because then that pawn just falls. Oh, that pawn is just... Oh, rook here. Okay, I was going to say, I thought it was donezo, but then we have this. We got to push these pawns so this king can't escape. Okay, it's going to escape for a second here. See if we can get this thing. Give me your king. Rook here, and then we try and find a mate, I guess. Or like rook here, rook here, rook here. Can I trade? Oh, I can, yeah. Oh, what a beautiful endgame, guys. What a beautiful endgame. 1 minute left to convert here. Oh, this might be Magnus Carlsen. Newsflash, I'm taking all your pawns, buddy. Let's go, guys. Hey, guys, this is my last game of the stream. If you guys enjoyed, please don't forget to click that follow and subscribe button. And if you haven't already, head over to my Twitch. I'm going to be doing a raid for another streamer. They're fun. It's where I send all you guys over to another streamer, and you guys get to represent me and the community that we're building here. And there we go. We end the stream on 2072. We started the stream on 2012. That is a plus 60 ELO stream. Let's go. All right. I'm doing Witty Alien. All right. If you guys are watching elsewhere, thank you for coming out. I'm ending stream in a moment. And it looks like we got 12 people in the raid. Guys, there's 16 people in the stream. We should have 16 people in the raid. Everyone get in. All right. Later, guys.